It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Desmond Ridder. He's coming off a big week throwing the ball, nearly hitting 400 yards. It's the Vikings and the Lions on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
This drive starts with a Haskins carry and a short pickup to about the 25. A look at Haskins' numbers from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Check down, complete to Haskins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll decide to keep this once more. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, here's a run from Haskins. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
It's now 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A give to Haskins up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Hartley now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, Swift. Oh, good move. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the 1st down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the 1st down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll go underneath to Haskins. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll run right here with Swift. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense
defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How do you feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs? They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Harris now to return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Vikings.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. They just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here come the Lions now. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kendrick Bourne, 31 yards.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 13-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back to throw here. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. If this can serve as the capper, it's a missed field goal on the way going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the Jaguars as that one's gone to halftime. Dak Prescott, a touchdown pass in that first half. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. On the return, Harris. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. He's got Fuller.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. 11 yards for number 11. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Handoff now. It's Haskins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Haskins diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Hartley now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Six yards left on 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll drop to throw. Steps away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they're going to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Julian Okwara.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll look to throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
2nd down, here's an option right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 40. 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. but it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it,
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Lions offense set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now he'll let it go deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll try and run here with Swift.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And here's the give to Haskins.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
first down, they'll stick with Haskins.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Check down, complete to Haskins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
2nd and 20.
Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Haskins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? I mean, just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.